So yo, we back with another video, man, on Root to 20, y'all. Root to 20, episode 39. Let's get right to it, y'all. It's Slee, boy. So, we going up against the Utah Jazz, y'all. It's Slee because Mike Conley is about to be taking 2 shots, y'all. So it's Slee, boy. Hey, y'all, bro. We on the 38 game winning streak, bro. About to be on the 39 game winning streak, y'all. This my league, my crew, y'all. Playing against the Utah Jazz on our home court, boy. Hey, y'all, we went up against this team on episode, I don't know. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, y'all. Slid, boy.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home floor. And the game arrives. Sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. There below is Barclays Center. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Jelan Bogdanovic, they're the wings. Crowder is the 4, and Gobert is the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Nets, Jay out there with G. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Smooth. And it's Krabs in at the 2. Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear, ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win, and being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league.
With the hard swing, boy.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And that one is hammered home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
A 3 from Bogdanovic. A rebound by the Nets. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly, that's special.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Conley inside the line, and James pulls it down.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And there's the pass to Jay. Let's go. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a
the cheese out of here, boy.
And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. They double him with James. Bogdanovic finds Crowder. Knocks it loose. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition.
360, boy.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
The methodical, y'all see, y'all know the dub team is coming, bro.
Many points as you can right at
Why do I have a lockdown takeover, bro? Y'all, bro, don't worry about that. That always happens.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Utah calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference. Smooth.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D. It's a
Watch out below. Come on now, throw it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And here's the fast break.
Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovich to stop the run. And the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Nets on defense.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here.
He took 2 shots.
Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And so far, having trouble.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Wow, man.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Gobert the pass to Crowder. Here's Mitchell. Good on the triple.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow either. Get it!
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Conley scanning the floor. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done.
It's a boy, incredible swing, boy.
He's a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings out west. Look at Utah. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins.
Right now for the Jazz, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point.
He's taking 2 shots.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
On its way from Irving for 2. They get it back. James from past the arc. Another shot, and Jordan with the layup.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Well, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this area.
They sure have, Kevin.
Look at Dante Exum, bro.
The international reach through what coaches
small
in this
rebound.
country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
Now here's Moutier. 17 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
The Kobe Bryant reverse slam, boy.
Love that. And
The Kobe Bryant reverse slam, boy.
there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Has to go Bear. Here's Exum. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
With the reverse.
On a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Moutier dishes to Gobert. Exum with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Jazz. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending are obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder.
Boy,
Minimizing turnovers is one of the
snatching that ball out your hand, boy.
ball and not giving away possessions is very
He
important
dunked
to
on,
their
boy.
chances of winning.
Got my tickles, y'all, so y'all knew the dumb team is coming, bro. Again, bro. Got my takeover again, y'all, so y'all knew the dumb team is coming again, bro.
And overcome some pretty
Snatch that ball out, Dante Exum hand, bro.
Here, guys, you can't afford
That's
to
funny.
be predictable.
And, you know, that means not only does the ball have to move, but players have to move. Prevent the defense from loading up on one side or the other. Oh, my goodness! That was special.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
O'Neal with the defensive.
Bro, this game
So
trash.
this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a
Hey, boy,
In transition, here come the Nets. Now
with the Kobe Bryant reverse slam, boy.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
the Jazz shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here.
I thought he was going to shoot that, bro.
And here's Gobert. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And another fast break for Brooklyn. The Nets are running.
As athletic a move as you're going to
Converting
see
the
right
three-point
there.
play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way, boy.
Well, you got to have some hang time if you're going to pull off that 360, and he certainly has some.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for James.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Green kicks to Moutier. Passes to Exum to end the run.
Taking 2 shots.
Offensive rebound. Green, the pass to Exum.
Taking our minute.
Gets it to go.
You already know what we got to do.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Here's Smooth. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. It'll count. Oh, and he just
Boy.
down the buzzer, Peter.
At the buzzer, boy.
Forceful move there.
At the buzzer, boy.
On a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Back to the
52
action after this word.
to 11 is the score going to the second quarter, bro.
One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up.
He's one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary.
And you know, Conley maybe not the size of Peyton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, though.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
All fueled up and ready to go.
Bro.
Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade. As the second quarter
RB.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got O'Neal. Showing
Sorry,
things out
bro.
to Green. Then it's Moutier, and it's Exum in at the one spot. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. James comes in for Kevin Durant. And Prez is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Gobert, he's on the cusp of the top 10 in the Western Conference voting.
So still a long way away from being named a starter, but the fans aren't overlooking what he's been doing this season.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Smooth checked in for Kyrie Irving. And yes, it's good. 46 points for Smooth.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And another steal for him.
And you
I don't got no drills, bro.
around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
Splish.
Offensive rebound.
Whoa,
Jay. Smooth passes to Prez.
Bro,
The
Prez.
new shot clock.
Hey, knock that down. What you trying? Bro.
Pass to Jay. Goes up
No,
again.
no.
There's the triple.
You better hit that.
Prez.
Let's go, boys.
Prez
Splish.
has got 5.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Poke loose. Now, here's Exum. He's covered closely, and Green gets it to go.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
The pass.
Oh, I got Jeff Green.
Here's Smooth. Doesn't go for
Whoa.
it. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the one in the first.
That's not a 3. That's a 2-pointer.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got his second bucket tonight.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Jordan trying to free himself up.
Oh, my
Rebounded
God.
by Donovan Mitchell. Greg, nowadays, teams looking
bro.
for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1"
No.
in size.
Oh.
10
Take
wingspan.
2 shots.
Those long arms, the reason for the
Bro, it's off
Spider
you, bro.
nickname.
And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Bro, I don't know how to not stick.
Green left side.
Whoa, bro, this game trash, bro.
And the foul called
Why
out.
you fouling?
That'll be his second foul.
Oh my god.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Smooth.
Quit subbing in for me. Carrier.
Mitchell left side.
Punch your face.
Outside Bogdanovich. Lock at 6. Outside Conley. Plenty of space. That one off the back.
I believe he didn't capitalize.
He's taking 2 shots.
Neither can he.
A baseline J.
Oh, you.
Jordan finds Irving.
Oh, bro. Oh, you.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Smooth checked in for the Nets. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Green. That's 7 points for Conley.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Smooth. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Conley dishes to Green. Back to Conley. Nice pass. Led him to the rack quickly for the layup. He's got 9.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Good catch.
James kicks to Prez. Outside Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Crowder. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They
I missed 4 shots.
were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. That's tipped. Here's Mitchell. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
Here's Magician, defended by Crowder. Smooth passes to Jordan. Inside, here's Smooth. The putback.
Oh my
It's good on the
god.
putback.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Smooth. Hits it again. Wow. 60
I'm about to take over again, yo. So y'all know the double team is coming again, bro.
For him in this one.
Pushing it up. On up the court. He got it again. Sensational. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Jazz have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Mitchell is doubled. Outside Bogdanovich. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
We have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
It's stolen by Gobert.
Oh, I'll admit, my takeover almost gone.
Moutier dishes to Conley.
No, that's a good defense.
They get it again. Tries again. Here's O'Neal. Off target from three-point range.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. For Brooklyn. And he makes the first.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
260, boy.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Now, Exum, 6 points for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out left to the wing. Here's O'Neal. Trains the three-pointer. O'Neal's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
James outside. To the inside. Smooth passes to James.
Splish.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jazz have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it looks like, yep, it's the coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right.
Yes, that goes in.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
To the paint.
I see you, KD. No. Are you, KD?
Comes to help. Good on the shot. KD's got his first bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Exum, and he uses the glass on the layup. Exum's got 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dinwiddie against Moutier. Dinwiddie with it.
And let's go, boy! At the buzzer! Let's go, boy! Let's go, Dinwiddie! Let's go, boy! Let's go, Dinwiddie!
So it's the Brooklyn Nets.
Dinwiddie, bro! Let's go, boy!
Safe to say there's no catching him today. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. They ended up scoring 14 unanswered points, really doing damage early. The effort, the intensity, impressive. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution.
He's shooting 81% as a team, bro.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been...
Hey, yo, bro, let's have a good start in the third quarter, bro.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. We've got Smooth.
Please.
Jordan is
Let's
up.
go, boy.
Then it's G.
Let's have a good start, yo.
In at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Outside Conley. For the 3, and again it's the Jazz from deep.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis
Let's have a good start.
drafting John Morant
This is
right before the
our...
draft. That deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Launches a 3. The shot misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Mitchell left side. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Comes up empty down low.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Flying high and throwing it
A good start for us.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Crowder. And it's blocked.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense.
I'm about to
keep
go
pace
over it
with.
again, yo. So y'all know the Bill team is coming to get
from the
birth.
field since halftime. Really a slow start offensively. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Crowder. Outside Conley. Looking to end the run. And the shot falls short this time.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Softly drops in the floater. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
Oh my God. He can hate you, bro.
And Smooth is
Freaking
going
hate
to
Go Bird was trash
That is
too.
his first foul of
This
the
one
game.
freaking punch his
3, he's
face.
checked in
This
for
one
the Jazz.
this one uppercut him, bro.
Here's Conley. Sweet little floater. Conley's
Can
got
punch his
18 points.
face.
How about that wonderful floater he
Get
has?
on my nerves,
Showing off
bro.
an exquisite touch.
And yet another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The dish to Green.
Yeah.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Sinks that one from the post.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
No, he
Conley
taking
for
2
3.
shots.
They get the rebound. It's blocked. Here's Smooth. Non-stop scoring machine here. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Crowder, the pass to Moutier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Moutier's got his second basket of the game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Smooth, and good, he hits it again.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now here's Moutier. Defense right on him. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas,
Too good, bro.
what can happen?
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throw down at
The hard swing, boy.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay.
I might take over again, y'all. So y'all know the double team is coming again, bro.
Irving against Conley. Now here's Moutier.
No.
And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's the 3.
Splash.
And Brooklyn with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, clearly the better team.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Nets, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And right now for Brooklyn, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And Utah has possession. And here's Moutier. He's got 6. Pass to come. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And all the turnovers, guys, are hurting his team. I mean, he's continuing to just give the ball away.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Jay comes in for Kevin Durant. And James subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles comes in for Crowder, and it's Exum in for Mike Conley. Exum's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free.
Yeah, boy.
That is breathtaking.
He's a brave man. You're risking life and limb trying to move like that.
He couldn't pass it up, though, right? Letting it all go.
You know, that's exactly
converting the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way, boy.
And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Green, the pass to Exum. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
And that one drops for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Wait, hold on. All right.
Exum passes to Green.
I got 2 3-pointers.
Got a piece of it. And here they come. Here's Smooth. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for Utah. 2 minutes. Ingles trying to get open. Got it. A nice one there from Exum. Exum's got 4 this quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Right on the bucket.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Outside, Green. Exum kicks to Mudia. Off target from outside. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Smooth and the powerful one-handed.
That might took over again, yo. So y'all know the Dove team is coming again, bro.
Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Exum dishes to Ingles, and that one drops.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Nets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Preds. Bradley's checked in for Utah. And Dinwiddie over to help. Here's Ingles.
No.
The wing jump off target. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Smooth passes to KD. Here's Smooth. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
If I'm leaning, bro, I'm hitting it, bro. If I'm leaning, I'm hitting it, bro.
To get the ball to.
There's the pass to Exum.
Get that cheese out of here, boy.
Out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Now Ingles dishes it to Exum. Misses from close range. And so it's Brooklyn holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high
cheese
accuracy.
out of here, boy. Snatching that ball out your hand, boy. Get that cheese out of here, boy. Get it out. Not in my house, bro. Get it out.
Let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Put your money
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Exum. Williams Goss is out there with Bradley. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Niang in at the 4 spot.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Oh, buddy, dude, y'all trash. For sure, bro.
Going.
Yeah, I like that.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Utah shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Exum, the lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Williams Goss the pass to Bradley. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball.
No.
Obviously, you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and
TP.
play well. Not just play, but play
you
well.
is trash.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but
Look at that ball, you trash, bro.
countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
And that one, good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Niang kicks to O'Neal. Here's Niang, guarded by KD. At the elbow, it's Bradley. Pass to Exum. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Smooth. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. It's Bradley on the wing. Out to the right wing for 3.
Oh.
Exum's shot is off.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Smooth passes to Allen. Here's Smooth. Durant kicks to Dinwiddie. To the paint. Here's Smooth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Jay comes in for Kevin Durant. James checked in for Taurean Prince. And Prez is subbed in for Dinwiddie.
Boy, that's some defense.
Misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Oh, yeah.
Look back.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Trying to get something going. Sinks the triple. Williams Goss has got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Smooth. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis.
Converting the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points. Old fashioned way, boy.
In the paint.
Passes to Williams Goss. Teardrop shot. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Splish.
From 3-point range.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
I couldn't agree with you more. You want to be aggressive offensively, but at the same time, you need defensive balance so you can get back in transition.
Here's Smooth. And
it's a default dude.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Pass to Williams, Goss.
Oh, bit, no. Bit.
From three-point range, all of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Oh, bit, no, bit. Watch this. Just watch.
Outside.
Just watch.
Ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Smooth. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Tipped away. Here's Niang. Here's Goss. And again, from deep.
Oh my God, they're
coming off the triple.
No, bit. You know, watch this.
Free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just
keep double teaming. Bro, you, oh my God, you trash for that, bro. You should knock that down, bro. Ain't being so trash. Ain't your ducky cheesy. I'm playing now. Ducky cheesy.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Ducky cheesy.
For a couple of seasons now, do you think everyone?
Alright, that was funny though.
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed.
Time out.
Games. We're certainly a far cry from looking.
Hold on, wait till we get the ball, then you go call.
I think it's a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Outside Bradley fires the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D, and a new group in for the Nets. Jay's checked in for Chandler. James comes in for Joe Harris. Prez is checked in for Karis LeVert, and Smooth subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Smooth.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Jordan, the pass to Smooth. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 5 here tonight. Jazz have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the 4th. Bradley deciding where to go with it. They double him with Jordan. Here's Williams Goss. Not going to go that time. And it's the Nets.
I got a triple-double, bro.
Taking it the other way. Here's Smooth. The fade.
If I'm leaning.
They get it back. Jay. Here's Smooth.
With the reverse layup.
And on the nice reverse.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense
with
down
the
low.
reverse
It's been a
layup.
mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
You.
And again, it's Brooklyn converting. Jazz have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. Green with the ball. Kicks to Conley. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. It's good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
360, boy.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
Got my tip over again, y'all. So y'all know the double team
And
is
so
coming
it's
again,
Conley
bro.
bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Here's Smooth, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production.
If I'm winning, bro.
In the arc.
Bro.
It's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
No.
In this game, they have been the aggressors.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jay. Torian Prince comes in for James. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Prez. And Utah also making a switch. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Mike Conley.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a two-game.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smooth.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there. I mean, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
Passes it to Bradley. Here's Williams-Goss. 6 on the shot clock.
If y'all like this video, man, like and subscribe to the channel, turn that post notification bell so you never miss an upload. Go follow me on PS4 Antonio 2593 and subscribe to my second channel, Antonio Pitts. Peace y'all, love y'all. I'll see y'all in my next video. It's me, y'all.
Pass to Prez. Puts it up from 15 and he hits the jump shot.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. 16 seconds left in the game. Here's Smooth. On the wing, James. Here's Smooth. Misses. And so
182 to 79 is the final score, y'all.
Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home.
How many dunks I had? I had 45 dunks. Mike Conley had 23 points. Only 10 for 25. 3 for 11 for 3-point, bro. Trash.
No doubt helps, and the execution was
flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
You know, we just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
The Chiefs out of here, boy. Snatching that ball out your hand, boy. Alright, y'all, next game, we going up against the 76ers. Alright, peace, y'all.